Alright guys, the Frankengranite is no more. I have converted it back to stock. Hi Oatmeal, how you doing, sweetie? And I bought these aluminum CVD drive shafts from AliExpress, and they took about 3 weeks, but they got here and they were super cheap, a lot cheaper than you can buy them on Amazon, and they do the trick. It's a heavy car now because I've got metal differentials, front and rear, metal outdrive pinions, metal spur gear. Now I have metal CVDs and 4S battery, 120 amp Hobbywing SCT. I have a 40mm can. This is a 4060, I think. Something like that. Anyway, it's pretty heavy. I haven't weighed it, but I'm using the stock suspension, which I always have. Stock wheels. I love these wheels. I'm glad to have them back on the car. The Skeeter tires, the Team Corelli Skeeter tires were pretty good, but they no longer fit on this because they're 17mm hex. So, and they would rub here anyway. These tires are perfect for this truck. Anyway, this is its second run. I'm having trouble with this 4S Hoovo battery. I haven't taken the best care of my batteries, so they have started to so since it's so heavy, it digs in really good, but I don't know about doing backflips and all that stuff. I've got my audience over there. Hi, buddy. That's my 5 o'clock alarm clock right there. Every morning. So, yeah, so I charged that Hoovo back up. It's the first cell that keeps going bad. When I discharge it on my discharger, let's try this. Yeah. I love that little thing. I just set it there one day and it took the shape of the, so it's perfect. I was just trying to get it out of the way because my ramp broke. I left it out here and it kind of like fell apart in the rain and all that. So I do like these CVD drive shafts. What I would love to do, what these cars need to have, is just dog bones. They need to run on dog bones. The reason they didn't use dog bones for these cars is since there's like 5 cars in this 3S lineup, they would have had to make different size dog bones for every single car. Using the CVD drive shafts, those sliders, allows them to use one type of drive shaft for every single car. So they did that as a cost-saving measure. But I'll tell you what, I would rather pay, $400 for this car and have dog bones on it than $300 with these, composite sliders. They're okay, but not as good as dog bones. And that's one of the big problems with these cars, is those plastic CVDs. So once you outfit this car with really the only available option, it becomes heavy as sin. So it really, this car, when I wreck it, it's going to be awful because it weighs a ton and it requires a lot of power to get up and moving. So that's why I have 4S running through it. With this weight on this car, I wouldn't want to run it in 3S. So yeah, it's really heavy now. And of course, it's not as stable as it was when it was the Frankengranite. But you can see just by the way it drives that it's a lot heavier. So I'm hoping that Hoovo, when I go test it after this run, that it discharges evenly. I don't know. I've got another one of these. I had 3 of them total, and I sold one to my friend because he only had one 6S battery for his 2 6S cars. So I told him 4S works great in the Typhon, the 6S Typhon. So he bought one from me. So I potentially might only have one now, because if this one goes bad, that's it. Yeah, I don't know. I think eventually I'm gonna rig a way to work this car with dog bones. It's been a lot of money on this quest to get this car the way I want it. And now it's just too heavy. I mean, it's great if I could knock, 2 pounds off of this thing. It would be a lot better. But yeah, adding those metal differentials. The only thing that's part of the drivetrain that's not metal now is the center drive shaft. I'm still using the composite drive shaft for that, so there's a lot of pressure on that plastic right now. And if I throw an aluminum center drive shaft in this, that's even more weight. Now, aluminum's not significantly heavier than that plastic, but it is. Boy, it wouldn't be that bad if it wasn't windy. It's windy today. So, what do you think, guys? Do we have a success here? Ooh. And not only that, is there's a lot more weight on those shocks too. They're taking a lot more punishment than they would have. So yeah, I'm not even gonna attempt to do a backflip off of this thing. Wouldn't work. But yeah, I've got a 6S motor in this thing, basically. That motor I've got in this is suitable for a 6S car. So, and that's another thing, is that motor plate, that aluminum motor mount plate, is also taking a lot of weight. So, jumping this thing is gonna be risky. So, still don't have the Granite where I want it. I'd like to find a 4S battery that was less weight, less runtime. Oh God! Good thing the bumper on this is badass. Now, they did make a killer car, but the one mistake they did is not putting dog bones in it. I would have killed for this car to have dog bones, and I hope at some point they come out with a 4S line of these cars. A 4S Sentin would be awesome, all of them. But, not with that drivetrain. Yeah, she's heavy now. Luckily, the gearing's gonna tolerate because it's metal. I'll do a wide open. Coming this way. I'll get it. Alright. That was wide open. Now I've got this geared down. It's about a 15 tooth, I think. I normally don't go higher than that for bashing. Think about the highest I go is 17 on something like the Typhon. That's nice and light. That's probably the lightest of the series. tires are small, you know, small and light. Next one's probably the scented. But I would imagine that the Big Rock and the Granite and the Vortex all kind of weigh about the same. But yeah, the Typhon's got to be the lightest one, and I love that car. It's an absolute blast, and it soars so well. You won't get a better jumper out of that whole bunch. The 3S Typhon is definitely the best jumper of the bunch. The Senton being the worst, probably. Alright, I'm going to end this video so that I don't run out of time. I might have went past my 12 minutes already. So, guys, I just wanted to show you my new iteration of this car. I do like it because I got the stock tires back on there, and you know, it's as wide as it should be, and yeah, it's good, but not perfect. Alright guys, like and subscribe if you found value in this video. Take it easy.